Hey you guys, it's Josh Vision, and that trailer, mm, that Viking season 5 trailer from Comic Con was fucking epic. And there were so many surprises in that trailer that I did not see coming, or I sort of predicted a little bit, but like it was even more to like a larger extent. Now, when it came to the brothers, actually, hell, fuck it. I'm gonna start off at the beginning. In the beginning, we hear what seems to be Bishop Heyman's voice talking, referring to Ivar, saying that you are the son of Ragnar Lothbrok and you are feared by many. And while he's saying this, we get a little montage of the hell and damage that Ivar apparently has been doing for the past few years while Bjorn went to the Mediterranean and Ivar stayed in England. One thing else we learned from the trailer is that it seems as though Visick has become Ivar's right hand man, his second in command. Seems like as though he's chosen to side with Ivar despite Ivar's killing of Sigurd. Another thing that we noticed in this trailer is that Ivar and King Harold have made an agreement. It wasn't King Harold and Lagtha, it was actually Ivar and King Harold, and they make a decision to basically go after slash kill Lagatha. We see Ivar actually speaking to the seer, and he says to the seer that there will be a war, a civil war, and during this civil war, this will lead me to becoming essentially the next king of Kattegat. And after that, we see Ube and Lagatha basically be like, you know what? You scratch my back, I scratch your back. Ube is like, I need help with Ivar. Lagatha's like, okay, I'll help you with Ivar if you help me with King Harold. And also, while that's going on, we see basically a brief montage of King Egbert son Aethelwulf, leading his army. We also see Bishop Heyman leading his army. And we get like a brief, quick flash of Judith, and she seems like like she's been ran through, like she's been beat up and all that. Yeah, we don't see King Alfred or Alfred at this point and his brother, his older brother. We don't see them in the trailer. But as we go further and further into the trailer, we see that Ivar has no. We have Bjorn actually saying that, hey, it's not good for us brothers to try to like establish. It's not good for us to have a civil war against one another. That's not the smart thing or the right thing to do. But obviously, at this point, what can he do? So Bjorn sides with Lagatha, Ube sides with Lagatha, and surprisingly, Halfton sides with Lagatha. So essentially, it's brother against brother on all fronts. Not just the Lothbrooks, but the Fine Hairs are going at it with each other. Another thing that should be noted, actually, when thinking about this, is like the trailer also focuses in on the conflict between Ivar and Ube. Like I mentioned before, Ube asks Lagatha for help since he's obviously going after Ivar. And Ivar and Ube had this interesting conversation in which Ivar's like, you know what? I can never forgive Lagatha for killing our mother. So obviously, I'm going to kill her. And it's ironic while he's saying that, you have Visick, like a quick shot to Visick sitting down while he's hearing what they're saying to one another. And it seems like he agrees, that he agrees with Ivar. If I remember correctly, last season, he was kind of indifferent. But I guess that was just him saving face, you know? Um, but we see Ivar's army, we see Lagatha's army, Lagatha with Bjorn, Ube, and Halfton, and obviously, as I said before, you got Ivar, Visick, and Harold, and Lagatha's like, you can try, and they're just going at each other, and it's just so epic. You see them just cutting through each other. That scene is gonna be crazy when it comes out and shit. Like, I think like at one point we see Lagatha. It seems as though she is her and this person. They seem to be the only two left on the field, and this person bowed down to her, and you can see like a little bit of tears, a little bit of remorse on Lagatha's face. So the way I'm looking at it, it might be Astrid because also in the trailer we see Astrid actually sort of get caught up, like a little jumped. Her hand, someone puts their hand over their mouth, and she's brought in somewhere. So this is probably we could probably expect Astrid probably being on Team Ivar against Lagatha because I don't see Lagatha being that remorseful when it comes if that was Ivar in that position, surrendering or whatnot. So essentially, the way the trailer went, it makes me feel as though the first half of season 5 we're going to focus on Ivar establishing himself as the true fearful leader that Heyman talks about him being, people being afraid of him, many people being afraid of him in the first half, and Bjorn going up to the Mediterranean. All this happens in the first half. And then the second half of the season, we're going to get the conflict with Ragnar, my God. I miss him so much, but with Ivar and Harold versus Lagatha, Bjorn, Ube, and also like Ivar, Harold, and Visik for the second half, for the main event, the finale. And also near the end of the trailer, before I end this little quick reaction to the trailer, it seems as though Ube is about to cut off someone's head, and it might actually be his brother Visik. Just in terms of the attire that Visik, I know that he was wearing during the trailer. It might be wrong. They're probably trolling, but that's all I got. The trailer was fucking awesome. I can't wait, you guys, for, this upcoming season. It's actually going to take place November 29th, 2017. Yeah, same time last year, but oh well. Oh well. Should have been October, but it's whatever. Thank you guys for watching. Adios.